In this class, you will learn how to use and create 3D animated mockups with its brand and applied design. This is a full video class, and you will see that it is very simple to use these mockups. In this class, we will be wearing the oversized t-shirt. You will download the file of the model you purchased. In this case, we have an oversized 3D t-shirt. Then you click download, and click download. While downloading the file, you will come looking for the Blender, and go to this site for us to download of this program, which is the 3D. We come here and download. It downloads Blender. Download has already started here, so I will click here on save. If you don't start downloading, you click this button, download manual. Here on Google, you search for NRAR and click here on download. And the NRAR down here, beauty, here you select the language you want. I will be downloading in English. Here already downloaded the 3 files. Or Win program, the Blender program, and our 3D oversized t-shirt file. Let's install WinRAR first. Then you turn it on and it comes on open. Click here on install, and it is already installed, gives it beauty, the same Blender. You click here to install and make the installation default. Has no errors. I already have installed here. I will delete these 2 files. So now, with our 3D mocap file, your right button and go here on extract. Here, just wait for the extraction. After extracting the file, we will enter the folder. Enter this first folder, and here's going to have this little orange icon. What is the Blender file? We will open this file here, which is the file of 3D. And here we already have the shirt in 3D. Now we're going to apply our design inside this t-shirt, which is the most important thing. Here in the folder, we turn a folder and go into Design Edit. And we are going to open this texture file here. To open, you need Photoshop. If you don't have Photoshop, you can also use Photopea. Photopea is that online editor. You enter here, click here to open from computer. Go into Mocap 3 paste, D and come here and open the texture file. Also in the photo. Here you can also edit. I will use it directly in Photoshop. Here it's quite simple. We have an example that you can be turning it off or off here by this eye in Photoshop. And here we can already see where the right sleeve is. The left sleeve, the front and back of the shirt. And here where you will put your design, beauty, we can also turn off this visualization of this information. Also, here I have already separated some designs. And also here some prints, like this one and this one, beauty. We are going to drag this print to Photoshop and put her behind the shirt that would be in that area right here. And we were going to put this print here that would be the front. I'm also going to put these 2 designs up here in the sleeves. One here and one here. Now I want to put a color on this t-shirt. I don't want her to be white, okay? Here she is, blank. We are going to turn on this option here in the color of the shirt. It will fill in the entire area here of design. And giving 2 clicks now up here, we can change the color of the shirt. So if I put here, for example, black will get that color here, or darker gray like this one. And we can give an OK and go apply the color here. I'm just going to reverse this design here for white and reverse this one to white too. Beauty, after putting the design, you will come here in File and save this file. Save this file. You can minimize here in Photoshop and come back here for the Blender. Now here in the Blender, as we can see, the application we just made. Here on top of the Blender, there are these balls. Are you seeing? This last ball is the texture that will be updated. So you click on it, goes load, and then it will appear the texture we just put in Photoshop. Look here, this is the front. Clicking and with scroll, we can see the back, which is also already applied here. Now let's say we want to change something. You can change too. Back in Photoshop, we will decrease. For example, this print, I'm going to slow her down a little. If you also want, you can turn off the color here so you can see better. I'll leave her more or less here. I will also shorten these symbols here. This one made the change. We turn the color back on. If you also want, you can change the color for another color, right? Of course, we'll put this very dark blue. I'll give you an OK and I'll save again. No, Blender. Just come back here, click on any of these balls again, and select the last one again, and ready. Already got the dark blue color. The prints here, in the case of the smaller back and also the smaller sleeves. Now the edits you can do in the Blender. We can click here on this camera so we can see how the rendering will be. The background here is in black, and to change that color, We can select here the BG, that would be background. Comes here in the materials. And here is the color base. You click on it, and you can go up to white, for example, and also put any color that you want to use. Here in the color chart, I will be rendering the color white. Let's configure a render. Now you come here on this exit option. Here, you will have the resolution of this video. Vertical mode is configured here. 1080 for 1920. You can also put 80 and 1000 for 1080. Will be the square shape. 1920 for 1080 YouTube version, which is what I'm going to use, and configure in your way. Here, we will configure the file output location. So you click on this folder and selects the folder that you'll want to save on desktop in the documents. Here, I already have the folder selected, and I will also put the name of this render. I put here Oversized one. And I will click here to accept. The rest you don't mess with. And now up here in rendering. We come in rendering animation, and now just wait for the rendering process. And after finishing the rendering, a video file has already been created here. We can open this file. We can already see the animation working here with all the design we applied. And this animation is looping, so that means it ends and ends again, right? Turning this effect. And also just look at the quality of this video. And now it's with you.